Arizona Attorney General Kris Mayes is spearheading an aggressive push in the ongoing investigations and prosecutions related to election interference during the 2020 presidential election. Her latest move is a direct challenge to outgoing U.S. Attorney General Merrick Garland, requesting the immediate transfer of the Department of Justice's DOJ case files on the D.C. election interference investigation. This request underscores the urgency and determination of state-level prosecutors, like Mayes, to continue pursuing justice amid what they view as federal delays. Mayes' demand for case files. Mayes has issued a formal demand letter to Merrick Garland, requesting that the DOJ disclose its entire investigative file on the 2020 presidential election interference case. This case, prosecuted under Special Counsel Jack Smith, has seen significant delays, prompting frustration among state-level prosecutors. In her letter, Mayes argues that sharing these files is critical for Arizona's ongoing prosecution of 18 co-conspirators charged with election interference in the state. Among these individuals are prominent Trump allies such as Mark Meadows, Rudy Giuliani, and Mike Roman. Mayes emphasized that while the DOJ's investigation previously took precedence, the time has come for state attorneys general to step up and hold accountable those involved in undermining democracy. She stressed her commitment to ensuring justice while respecting the rights of the accused by turning over any exculpatory evidence, a legal obligation under the Brady Rule. Background on the Arizona case. Early in her term as Arizona Attorney General, Mayes began assembling evidence related to the 2020 election interference. Dissatisfied with federal progress, she convened a grand jury, resulting in the indictment of 18 individuals. This group includes the 11 fake electors from Arizona and 7 national figures tied to Trump's efforts to overturn the election. Prominent figures indicted include Mark Meadows, Trump's former chief of staff, who played a central role in efforts to subvert the election results. Rudy Giuliani, Trump's personal attorney, already facing significant legal challenges, including the loss of his law licenses and multiple indictments. Mike Roman, a key Trump operative who orchestrated the fake elector scheme and facilitated the transmission of false certifications to Congress. Mayes' determination reflects a broader trend among state-level prosecutors who are unwilling to allow federal delays to hinder justice. Her efforts are particularly noteworthy given Arizona's critical role as a battleground state in the 2020 election. Details of the demand letter. Mayes' letter to Garland outlines her rationale and expectations. Professional courtesy. She framed her request as a matter of professional courtesy, emphasizing the shared goal of ensuring accountability for those who sought to undermine the election. Legal authority. Mayes cited a recent order from the Maricopa County Superior Court, which authorizes the disclosure of relevant materials to her office. She also highlighted that the DOJ no longer has an active case, removing potential barriers to compliance. Commitment to justice. Mayes reiterated her dual obligation to hold wrongdoers accountable while safeguarding defendants' rights. She assured Garland that any exculpatory evidence in the files would be promptly shared with defense counsel. Deadline. Mayes set a firm deadline of January 14th at 5 p.m. for Garland to respond, underscoring the urgency of her request. Broader context and legal developments. Mayes' demand comes amidst significant developments in related cases. Judge Tanya Chutkan, presiding over the D.C. election interference case, recently unblocked the release of the DOJ's report, known as Volume 1, on January 12. This report, expected to exceed 1,000 pages, details the evidence and findings of the federal investigation. Trump's legal team has already received the report, and its public release will provide further transparency. Meanwhile, Judge Aileen Cannon in Florida is set to hold a hearing on January 16th regarding the potential release of the Mar-a-Lago documents to congressional committees. Cannon's rulings have drawn criticism for her interpretation of the separation of powers and her perceived deference to Trump. Observers are closely watching how this hearing unfolds, as it could set significant legal precedents. Implications for Trump and his allies. The pressure from state-level prosecutors like Mayes poses a significant challenge to Trump and his network of co-conspirators. While federal cases often take precedence, the proactive stance of attorneys general signals a shift in strategy. By leveraging state courts and laws, prosecutors are ensuring that justice moves forward regardless of federal delays or political dynamics. May's efforts also highlight the importance of collaboration and transparency between federal and state authorities. Her insistence on accessing the DOJ's files reflects a pragmatic approach to building robust cases that withstand legal scrutiny. By seeking comprehensive evidence, she aims to leave no stone unturned in the pursuit of accountability. Broader significance for democracy. The actions of Kris Mayes and other attorneys general underscore the critical role of state-level legal systems in safeguarding democracy. As federal investigations face obstacles, states are stepping in to fill the gap, demonstrating the resilience of the American legal system. May's determination serves as a reminder that justice is not solely the responsibility of federal authorities, but a shared endeavor that spans all levels of government. This shift also reflects growing public demand for accountability. The 2020 election interference effort struck at the heart of democratic institutions, and voters expect robust responses from their leaders. By taking decisive action, Mayes and her counterparts are sending a clear message that such behavior will not be tolerated. Kris Mayes' bold leadership in Arizona exemplifies the power of state-level prosecutors to drive accountability in the face of federal delays. Her demand for the DOJ's case files underscores her commitment to justice and her willingness to confront powerful figures to protect democracy. As these cases unfold, the public will continue to watch closely, recognizing that the fight for accountability transcends partisan lines and reflects the enduring strength of the rule of law.